everyone, Mimsy here. Today's video is just simply a sewing room tour. I've had a few requests for a tour of my sewing room, so I'm going to do just a quick tour. It's not real detailed. I don't open up drawers and everything like that. It's just a kind of an overview of my sewing room because right now my sewing room is actually in need of some organization and a little reworking, but I'll give you the overview. So here we go. Okay, so for context, I'm starting here in my kitchen. This is my kitchen, and that kitchen window overlooks or opens into my workroom. And this is the doorway from my house into my workroom. That's the Dutch door that I cut a while back. I do have that project on YouTube. That door that we're looking straight at is the door to my garage. I think that this area at some point when the original house, that this area might have been open and my garage was detached, because this wall here, which is the doorway I'm standing in, is the exterior wall of the house. It's brick, the same as the outside of my house. So I think that at some point this was closed in and made into a room. And that door there is going to my backyard. That leads to my backyard, and I have a screen door there, so when the weather's nice I can open that up. And then the door in the corner there is my bathroom and laundry room, and the laundry room runs the length of this wall here. Coming into my workroom, we've got our cutting tables. This table here is my cutting table, and that table over there is my mother-in-law's cutting table. She works in here with me just about every day. She's a prolific quilter, so she's almost always over there making quilts. This table here I made out of 4x4s and 2x4s and a sheet of plywood for the top. I made a shelf for the bottom of the table, and I love it. It holds all my stuff and keeps everything up off the ground. I always have a garbage can next to there because I'm always standing there cutting fabric and tossing it in the trash. The other table, which is my mother-in-law's cutting table, was my old dining room table, and we just put a 4x8 sheet of plywood on top of that with a frame around it to make it a bigger table for her, and also put a shelf on the bottom for her stuff to keep everything up off the floor. So we both have 4x8 cutting tables, and they can be, mine has wheels so they can be pushed together to make a huge 8x8 cutting table if need be. This area over here is my mother-in-law's sewing machine, and the first 2-3 shelves are her quilting stuff and her quilts over there on that rack that she made. Quilt holding rack, and that's only a portion of the quilts she's got. She's got lots of quilts. And this table here is my sewing table. I built that table quickly. It's a little janky, but it works. I cut a hole in the tabletop so that my sewing machine would fit down into it. The base of this is actually an old desk that I had, and it has a computer tray, so it just worked perfectly that my sewing machine sits on the keyboard tray, and so when I cut that out, it sits flush with the tabletop, so it's perfect. And over there I have my welt and my zippers on an old torchlight lamp that I took apart and just kept the base and the stem, and I put all my stuff on there. There's our serger on the floor. Normally it sits on one or the other of our sewing tables, but we've both had big projects lately, so it's sitting on the floor. I need to get a little table for the serger, and I always have projects sitting on my table waiting for me. And I'll come around this way and show you my desk space computer area, and I can back up a little bit on here. That's my computer and my bulletin board. That's where I do all my computer work and my video editing. That space in the corner there is my husband's space, so that's where we spend a lot of time. And then backing up a little bit more, there's my kitchen. That's the door we just came in. And then this wall here is a mess. It's a catch-all space there. But I have been halfway looking for some upper cabinets, only 12 inches deep with doors, and taller with shelves inside. I'm going to, and hopefully longer than this as well, so it'll come down the wall a little bit further. But I'm gonna get some upper cabinets from Habitat or somewhere inexpensively and put some wheels on them. and put those against the wall here so they'll be narrower and tuck against the wall a little bit more than this, and have more storage space and have it all closed up so I won't have to look at that mess there. It'll be just much more efficient and nicer looking. So, and that way the wheels will make it so I can pull that cabinet away from that wall and utilize that nice brick wall for photos, because it looks really nice in photos. And then that's my calendar, which I need to mount that onto, it's a dry erase calendar, and it's a year at a glance. I need to mount that onto something smaller. It'll be more efficient. And then looking at this wall, this is the wall where I generally stand in front of in order to shoot videos, because that wall is facing the window. So when I stand with my back against this wall, I'm facing the windows and I get a lot of nice natural light. That's the wall you probably have seen in the last couple videos. And that's the pegboard that I made, and it's turning out to not be as efficient as I'd like, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep it a little longer. If not, I'm gonna maybe move it in the garage for some of my tools. And then this is my yardage calculators that I painted at some point. They're okay. They'll probably, I don't know what I'll do with those. Some upholstery supplies, my pressing table, the ledge in here, the chair ledge or picture ledge is really handy to have in here. It ends up with a lot of stuff on top of it. And then that's, I've got some pegs in the wall there that catch purses and bags and grocery bags, and that's some more of my mother-in-law's quilts. And then this floor I painted shortly after we moved in, and it's just linoleum that was tan with gold flecks, really ugly. And so I picked up this stencil from Royal Design Stencils and stenciled the whole floor, and it's been a great temporary solution. Eventually I'd like to have some actual floor, some sort of laminate or something in here other than this, although this has worked really well. It hides all of the threads and fabrics that inevitably end up on the floor. So the biggest change in here was for sure these huge lovely windows that I bought on Craigslist and installed myself. This wall was originally had these very narrow high up windows that you'd see in a lot of 70s ranchers. They were too high up to see out of, and because they were so narrow, they obviously didn't let in a whole lot of light. So this room was originally really cave-like. I put these windows in, and really the natural light that streams in here is so lovely. Right now it's actually very overcast here, so it's very dark in my workroom at the moment, although still, even on a very overcast day, it's totally workable. I don't even have any lights on in here. I put track lights on the ceiling, but it's really not even necessary. Unless you're doing some small hand stitching or something like that, then I'll put the lights on, and generally I do. Anyway, this is my space, you guys. It's very efficient and very workable. I love it. Completely love it. It was one of the selling features of this house. We spend a lot of time in here, and it's wonderful. I love it. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, by all means leave them in the comments below, and I will respond as quickly as possible. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, you guys. See you next time. Bye.